Hey, my name is Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sketch people sitting using my loose ink and watercolor sketching technique. So as this tutorial is for beginners, we're going to go back to basics, which is really important for people sitting. So here are the basic human proportions. On the left here you can see a very common way of dividing the figure up into 8 heads. But when you're sketching, it's actually quite tricky to find all those points, especially when they're fully clothed. So my method here, my dot method, we still have 8 head lengths, but we're dividing them up a little bit differently. So we have that head length at the top there, and then we can skip down to the shoulders, and we've got 3 head lengths from the shoulders to the crotch, and then 3 heads from the crotch down to the top of the ankles there, just above the ankles. And all those points can be found on the outside of the clothing. So it's a really great way to find the proportions of a figure quickly. And the cool thing is that the joints, so the elbows and the knees, are right in the middle of those points. And that will really help us when we're drawing these complicated poses when we have people sitting. So now when we come across this reference, how do we use those proportions? Well, we still have the head length here, spot around her head. We multiply that head down from the shoulders to the crotch, or where she's sitting. That's 3 heads. And this is a basic skeleton that I imagine, and it helps you measure as you sketch those different parts. So you can see from the shoulder to the elbow is 1.5 heads, to the elbow to the wrist is another 1.5 heads, and then we come down to the crotch to the knee, 1.5 heads, and then knee to above the ankles there's 1.5 heads. We can get a rough proportion for our figures so they look more accurate. But before we do, I have 3 common challenges that beginners face when they sketch figures like this. So the first challenge is that the thigh is always drawn above that length of the back there. And the second challenge is that back there. See how she's slouching. Most people sitting, unfortunately, are slouching. So it's something to keep in mind when you're measuring that you don't measure straight down, you measure along a curve, or imagine a curve, because when we sketch a view like this, the other lady sitting at this table, from front view, we only actually see 2.5 heads. Something to keep an eye out for. And the other thing about someone facing us, or at an angle, is foreshortening. Thighs on this lady are foreshortened and the arms are foreshortened. How do we work out that foreshortening? Well, I have this image here because we don't have the table in the way, so we can actually see the legs there. So you have that head length up the top there, and then you can measure that torso, just like the side view or the front view that we had in the other reference. It's still 2.5 heads because of the slouching back down to the crotch. So we can do that like the other one. But then if we look at the thigh here, it's only about 3/4 of a head length. But because of that foreshortening, it's a lot shorter than it would be. So how do we figure that out? Well, unfortunately, there's no mathematical way to predict this foreshortening. We have to use an educational guess. So the way I do that is by comparing lengths. So if I've already drawn the head and then the torso, which we usually do, we start from the top and make our way down. So we have the torso there. When we measure a point for where the knee is, we can compare it from the reference, how far we have to come down. Or you might compare it position-wise. So we might compare it to the other figure if you've drawn that first. So that's how we work out foreshortening. We just have to have an educated guess, compare off other parts of the sketch as we go. So they're the 3 challenges that you might face when you're sketching people sitting, either on the side or facing you. Now I'm going to go through a step-by-step example to show you how we apply that theory to sketching. Right-hand corner, let's put 2 dots. So that's the distance between the top of the head to the chin. And then the hat actually comes down about 1/3 from that, just very loosely. The chin is about there somewhere. We're going to divide this into 3 equal sections. So 1 there, 1 there. Draw a line from the hairline to the brow here. So first we'll come in and then out to where the bottom of the nose is there. Like that, not too big. And then a little triangle like this. You can add in the nostril in, comes across, breaking across that shape, and we have an earring. We have the head. That's the most important anchor point for the whole sketch of this lady. Now for the torso. So we have the shoulder about here where the neck finishes, and we want to find out that point where she's sitting. Remember, we're bending the back, so it comes out here. 1, 2, 3. She's sitting. Now we can outline that shape of the torso. So let's draw that. Comes straight down to about there. Now let's draw this shoulder here. And from the shoulder to the elbow is 1.5 heads. Go 1.5. End of the sleeve. There. So now let's draw the next measurement for the wrist. 1. So I'm looking at that again. And 1/2. Like that. Put that in like there. And then little shapes like this. And just guessing like that. See, Okay, now the thigh down the bottom here, and then we come across 1.5. We want to draw this thigh above this line here where she's sitting. Like that. And then from the knee, here we can go another 1.5 heads, going down there. The foot is about 2/3 of a head. And we can draw the other side, and then go around the end of the foot there. And that's the top bit of that thigh. So go 1.5 here. Let's outline them like that. And around the heel, arch this way. Okay, so we have the lady. Now let's draw the chair she's sitting on. Bar coming across like this. And then down like this. And this way. Actual black bag sitting there. Add another thickness to that. Whoops. Now we're going to draw the table. And then we've got a slight curve between them. Just outline things as you see them. You outline the shape. The sketchier and rougher they are, the better. The leg of the table goes down like this. Narrower than the top. Now the figure behind the table, and put a dot there for that head height, and come down again, a dot there for the bottom of the head. Outline the head here, eyebrow there, and into a line for the eye across like this. And then the bottom of the nose, which is just across and then down for her. Just a line for the top lip like that, and sometimes some wrinkles on the side of the eyes helps. Now let's do the rest of the shapes here. 2 dots on the shoulders. Draw the outline of the shoulders. So just draw the general shape of a hand there, and make sure that comes down from the shoulder. So you can draw that line there and there will help. The collars. You can add the fingers in. And now the final details is this chair on the side. So let's start that. Draw that line like that. Super wobbly line. Following an angle down to here. I'm comparing as I go the angles. So I might use a mixture between my round 12 and my round 10 brush. So this is burnt sienna. So let's do this. Here, all the bits where skin. What if we did the stripes on the shirt? So that would be a really great ultramarine. And then the pants here, we use Payne's Grey. So come along, I'm going to make it lighter and lighter. And now we might move away from that area of the sketch, so let's do yellow ochre. So starting at the bottom, quite saturated. I'm using alizarin crimson and I'll just put it in there. It's okay if it's not perfect, just between the lines of the sap green at the top. And then we'll go viridian green as we go down. Burnt umber in the Payne's Grey. And see, I'm leaving white there. I think that's important. Try not to touch too much of that colour. Down and across here. So now we're going to do shadows, and I have my round 12 brush, ultramarine here, and then add rose. Go across the back here. See, there's a shadow there, and then the legs of the chair there. So in here, there's a bit of blue, a little bit on the back shirt, on the table like that. Just a bit of green like that. So I've got my Uniball Signo pen, and we can add some little highlights. The earrings, there's little sparkles on the bag. And on shoes, sometimes shoes have, where you've got really dark, we can add those shines back in, shape of the bricks. So there's my final result, and that's how I sketch people sitting. If you want the full tutorial, that'll be over on my Patreon page without all the cuts. You get the reference, some templates, a lot more explanation as I sketch this. So I'd love to see you over there, but otherwise there's another tutorial right here on YouTube. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.